Hello, it is I, thoough, with another vlog video. I have something finally to vlog about. Before anything else, this is the fit for today. My typical shoes, my ripped jeans, which I feel stupid for calling them slutty now since I wear them all the time. My sweater, my white sweater, having my hair to the side, and my cap. Now. The question is, where are we going? We're going to a convention in Mexico called La Mole. It's one of the biggest conventions here in Mexico. Probably not as big as other conventions maybe in the States, but at least here, this is a pretty big convention. This one is comic book themed, though there's an anime one in August and September, and I think that is my favorite one out of all the ones I've had so far. Now on my way there, this is me at the bus station. The reason I put this in is just I kind of want to give you guys an idea of Mexico, what the average day in Mexico looks like. More than anything, just so people get an idea of what it's like. You know, the world is such a large, complex place. I'd love to be able to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. And well, this is part of that. Now, this is also me getting a Subway, just because my doctor has told me that I kind of need to eat more, so I'm making the effort to eat breakfast. She's like, whether you're hungry or not, just eat. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm not hungry, but I'll eat something. So I got my guilty pleasure, Subway. After then eating the Subway, I proceed to order my Uber, and this is my way onto the convention. As you can see here, it's quite a large city, a lot of very bustling place, lots of people, lots of cars. Actually previously before this, but I decided not to fill it in just because I kind of like this segment more, was there is a Lamborghini dealership we passed by. This is the business district of Mexico City. And one of my favorite parts of this part is hearing this music at the end that you will hear now. And there's just something about that I just really, I don't know, there's just something that always grabs my attention, that like little music. Usually you tip them, but I didn't have any like tipping cash on me, so unfortunately I couldn't tip them. Then once I made it to the convention floor, I wasn't really sure where to go because this was a little bit different from the last ones I've attended. So I went ahead and asked one of the security guards in front of where am I supposed to get my ticket, because I had it on my phone as a QR code. Which this lovely lady helped me with that. After I got my tickets, I went ahead and proceeded to the voice acting alley, where basically you could see all the voice actors in Spanish of whoever you wanted to see, which was kind of cool. We had Attack on Titan, like we had anime, comic books, whatever you can see. Though, to be honest, I wasn't really there for voice actors. I don't really listen to the Spanish version at all, so I had no real reason to be here. Plus, it wasn't really too busy, I imagine, just because this area doesn't really get full till later once like bigger voice actors were there. Which I know there are quite a couple of them there that were kind of big. If you actually later in the day, I came back and it was pretty freaking packed. After this is when I decided to, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of less people and I'm gonna go to Artist Alley. Because I don't know, I love buying merch. I love buying artist stuff. I just like getting stickers and just having stickers on my desk. If you've watched my desk video, I have stickers all over my desk now, all over. Now, this one was really cool. I just really got my attention. Plus, the best part, my hat was there. I actually bought that and I have it on my desk right now, but I just really like the colorfulness of this booth. It was really cool. This one, I'm not really sure what was this one was supposed to be. I didn't really ask, but this one really grabbed my attention. It was very unique, to say the least. Now, this one was crowded almost at all times. It didn't really matter at what point I showed up. It was just crowded. So I couldn't really take a picture of the booth itself, but on the side they had this where you could take pictures with these John Wick cats, which I thought was really cool. I thought about buying maybe one of their plushies, but I'm like, let me save my money. Let me make sure to take a good look at everything there is at the convention before I actually start like throwing money at things, which I am glad I did, because now I have a new cuddle buddy that I sleep with almost every day, which is my Mew cuddle buddy, which you'll see later. Now, this was another unique one. I didn't really ask either what this was supposed to be, but I took a look and I saw babies with 4 arms and I was like, ah. But I mean, it was really cool. They actually had a really cool booth. They had a very colorful booth at that. Other than the babies, they had a really cool stuff. The babies just, again, it just kind of made me just surprised. It kind of took me by surprise. which just give me like some occult vibes. Which actually, speaking of occult vibes, there was a lot of occult stuff at this convention, which surprised me since it was supposed to be a comic book convention. But I thought that was just kind of neat to see a very like Ouija boards, tarot cards, a lot of things like that. A very mystical vibe at times. Now, last but not least, these beautiful fucking stickers, which I regret not getting one of them now. But as you can see, they have stickers of like a lot of different anime characters, but with a kind of kawaii cutesy vibe to it, and I regret it. I fucking regret not getting any of these stickers. Oh my god, I wish I did it now. But yeah, I think the ones I would have gotten is maybe like Gojo, L, the cakes. This is good. There are a lot of cute stickers. This booth was really cute, and I don't know why I didn't record it. I should have. I think I was just either full because I didn't record the booth if it was like a lot of people around it, because it's kind of be like, let me squeeze in, but these were so fucking cute. So this is me walking into the main convention floor. Immediately this giant ass penguin caught my eye and I actually stared at it for a bit because I wasn't sure what it was. I mean, I wasn't sure what it was supposed to represent either. It was cool to look at though. Now, this definitely grabbed my attention. This anime I used to watch so much when I was younger. It's like a Saiyaman or something like that. They had really cool statues of like different animes. Like they had like One Piece, Naruto, and then they had this giant statue, which you'll see in a moment. It was really, really cool. And I know a lot of people are very much into those anime caricatures for the most part. I'm not too particularly about them, but I do collect them here and there. But this is the statue I was talking about. It looks fucking amazing. It looks so cool. And I used to love this anime as a kid. It was like one of my first animes I ever watched. And you can see all the statues here. It's just so cool. So fucking cool. Then I proceeded to wander around a little bit more, and I found this really cutesy stuff with Hello Kitty, Kurumi. I fucking loved it. I loved it. There's another thing I wish I would have bought. There's also another store I wish I would have bought. It had a lot of goth, like dresses, skirts, a lot of cool stuff that I'd love to wear. Well, one day, because like to the events like this, I'd have to go by myself, and I'm not comfortable wearing this stuff by myself just because like I want to be able to have a friend group that I can feel safe with. And to be honest, I get a lot of anxiety going alone to events like this, so this isn't something I'd wear in public. This is where arcade machines set up on the sides of shops, which I thought was really, really cool too. That game is an OG game from my childhood too. Then I got to try a bunch of different snacks here. Well, I'd say a bunch. I had to buy them first, obviously. But there was a lot of cool snacks. There was like Japanese, Korean, basically snacks that you don't get to find in Mexico. I also got to try a Feastables, which I'll be honest was kind of mid. Nothing too extraordinary. But if you were on my stream this past Sunday, you would have got to see me try a couple of these, which were pretty good. Really, really good. I kind of wish I would have bought more, but they're kind of expensive. Funny thing here though, the worker goes to me, as you can hear, which basically just translates to like, señorita, like please come in, like whatever you need, like we can help you, which I mean it happens a lot, but I just always get a kick out of it, to be honest. Then afterwards I wandered again, and then I found just a blast from my past, Tamagotchis. I don't know how many of you guys had this, but god, I used to love these little suckers, but mine would always die. A lot, actually. It was quite a lot. Mine would die so quick. It was actually maybe a bit shameful. It's like that project you had as a kid in school where you had to take care of the egg. I always failed at those. Then these were gacha machines, which were really cool too, but it was so crowded I didn't even want to try to like participate in it. I just felt so crowded trying to go into this. I was like, you know what, never mind, I'll save this for another time. Also, someone's screaming. Okay, I didn't realize that happened the first time, but okay, that's funny. But yeah, I didn't even bother trying. There was a lot of cool ones that I really would have loved to try, but it's just so crowded to get the tokens and everything you need to participate. So I was like, I guess I'll pass for next time, whenever that will be. This was one of the coolest things I saw. It was a massive fucking Gundam, and you know how much I fucking love my robot mechs. I need to get one. I need to get some Gunpla, if you know what that is, one of these days, which are basically these. These are all Gunpla, I'm pretty sure. They're so fucking cool, and I really need one of these days. Gundam Gunzi. Oh yeah, okay, sorry, I'm nerding out. But it was really cool. It was really fucking cool. It was really, really cool. I know at the last event I went to, they had this machine where like depending on how many like tickets you grabbed, depended on which like they would give you like a free Gundam, which was really, really cool. And they just had a lot of miniatures. They had that one from One Piece. They just had so many. Walking into this area, I found something very interesting, something I've never seen before. It was Board Game Alley. I had to ask someone basically what it entailed, what it like was, and what I was told was you got to try out board games before you bought them. So you would sit down with friends, and if you're interested in a board game, they'd bring it out to you and you'd play the game. And then if you really liked it, you would buy it, which I thought was a really, really good idea. That was really, really good. And I actually really liked that idea until I realized that I came by myself, and I was like, oh, never mind. So I was like, okay, well, that was a really cool idea, but I have no one to play with. So we just kind of left it at that. But now this is what really, really got my attention and what I even participated in. A League of Legends tournament with a lot of League merch around, which I did not expect at all. I did not expect to see this year. Also because it's a comic book con, but I stand corrected. Now, they were handing out a bunch of prizes, but you obviously needed a duo because it was 2v2s to play. There was actually a Darius cosplay. They were on the big speaker. It was really, really cool. Now, for me to participate, as I mentioned, I needed a duo. So in my head, what can I do? Well, I decided to just get in line. And then I asked people in line, I was like, hello, is anyone a solo? And someone goes like, I'm a solo player. Well, actually a couple people raised their hand, but like the first person that said it, I said, all right, you want a duo? And they're like, yes, I want a duo. And I was like, awesome. That's perfect. So then we just sat in line until it was our turn. And then we got to play. Then I proceeded to immediately lose the game. Yay! Okay, dude, listen. I was so hyped because I thought I had a great teammate because he was talking strats. He was talking like, what am I gonna play? And I asked him, what are you gonna play? And we were going back and forth. It was great. And then once we actually got to playing, that was a whole other story. He kept running out of the team by himself. He kept like doing things where I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. I was losing my mind internally, but it do be like that. That's what happens when you pair with randoms, I guess. Just like regular League. Lesson learned. I'll have to bring someone with me next time. Well, if I make any friends in Mexico by that time. Now, after that disappointment, I saw this really cool Broly statue. It was really fucking cool. It was supposed to be life-size or the accurate size of Broly, which I could definitely say that he was very towering, at least over me. Now, before I know, I'm 5'7", that's not even fucking short, but whatever, go make your fucking jokes. But I decided to just proceed wandering. At this point, this is when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start buying some things. Cause at this point, I haven't bought anything yet, and I think it would be a good idea for me to start buying things. That's when I ran into these cards. Now these cards, while I'm not usually much of a card person, they just kind of caught my interest. One, because they were spinny and shiny. I was like, ooh, spinny and shiny. But after taking a look at the card shop, that's when I ran into this card, fucking Mew, and I thought it was fucking adorable. So then I proceeded to buy a couple things of Mew, and I ended up with a plushie, a little statue, and a graded card. My first ever graded card too, which I thought was just kind of cool to have. I have it on my desk right now, same with the statue, and then I've been napping and sleeping with my giant Mew plushie every single day, which I love. Around this time, that's when I started to get hungry, so I proceeded to head to the last place I headed to, and this might just be my con place, honestly, because, dude, their food is so good. It's so freaking good. It's an amazing, amazing ramen place with quite the variety of food, actually, surprisingly, but I just always end up going to their ramen. Their ramen is just so freaking good, and I just really, really like their ramen so freaking much. As for what I ordered first for a drink, I ordered this like non-alcoholic drink. I have cocktail drink. That's the word I was looking for. A cocktail drink. It was a Pikachu with some mango, with some cinnamon on top. The only thing it was missing was the ears, but it was really fucking cute. It was really, really tasty. Really, really fucking good. Then for an appetizer, I ordered these dumplings. These dumplings were also really good, though not as good as the rice balls I ordered previously. Those were a lot better. You could see that they had some beef inside of it, different like veggies inside of it also. It was really good. I think what really made it good though was the sauce, to be quite honest with you. The sauce was what made it really, really, really tasty. Would I get it again? Probably not. I think I'd prefer the rice balls over this for next time. Now for the main entree, ramen. This ramen was a Naruto. It had pork. It had those little round thingies that I'm not sure, I forget the name of. It's a little bit spicy, but it was just perfect for me. It was really, really good. I really recommend this. I also changed out the noodles from regular noodles to udon noodles, and oh my god, it was so good. It was a lot though, I'll be honest. By the end of this entire, just the ramen itself, I felt like my tummy was gonna explode, but I always need to have dessert. Always, 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 always. So, last time I came here, I ordered a Pokeball, which was, they had like a Pokemon, like cardboard Pokemon card inside, a giant Pokeball with one random Pokemon inside of it. To be honest, it wasn't that great the last time I got it, so I was like, I'll pass on it. You can keep the Pokemon like little tiny thing, but the Pokeball itself you can't keep, which was very sad. So this time around I got these like breaded cream kind of pastries with a strawberry ice cream on the side. Now this was really good. Combining them both, oh my god, it was so delightful. So good. Now as a side treat, I went to a Games Workshop or 40K shop. They had so many cool things, so many fucking cool things. Now I didn't record too much just because there's not a lot of people in the shop and I kind of felt awkward just recording. Also because the conversation the two employees were having was really fucking funny. To kind of tell you that story, one of them was accusing the other one of being emo. And the guy goes, no, I was never emo. Like, just because I had long hair, doesn't mean I was emo. And he goes, the other dude goes, like, what are you talking about? Like, you wore eyeliner. You were fucking emo. And he goes like, no, that doesn't mean I was emo either. He's like, that's fucking emo. That's what that means. If you do that, you're emo. And they were just going back and forth until I asked them a question. And they just answered. They're super cool people. They actually told me like they play every Sunday, that if I want to come, that I'm fully invited. They'll teach me how to play and like just help me with whatever I need to get into the game, which I would love, but I fortunately don't live in the city. If not, I'd probably be going every Sunday after stream, probably. But ultimately I got a couple things. I got 3 books: Interceptor City, Double Eagle, the Eisenhorn Omnibus, which for those who might not know what that means, it's basically, the omnibus means is that there's multiple books of the story, but it's all combined into one big book. And then 2 miniatures of the crews, a crew War Shaper and another crew Trail Shaper. I'd love to grow a crew army at some point, but we'll kind of have to see that how that goes, because they're kind of expensive. But after this is when I decided to head back to the bus station, back home, forever to go eat bees, because then I got really sick. Because during this time, actually, I was already kind of sick. Luckily, it seems like I'm good now, but I had a bit of a kidney infection, which kind of sucked a lot. But in the end, everything seems to be good. I'm feeling great now. Can't really complain. And that was my adventure for that particular Saturday. I hope to do more of these. I don't know when I'll go out again, but when I do, I will make sure to record it. Bye, and thank you for watching.